Real quick, before this phone cut off, y'all. Because y'all know I am in the bed. But I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more about the narcissistic triangulation. It's like with these narcissistic people, it's always going to be a triangulation, like a circle involving or some sort of third party situation that is going to be linked up to this narcissistic person, you, and whoever they involved or whatever is involved, or it's always going, it's a triangulation, and it just keep going. And it's almost like it follows you. Like what God have told me was, it's almost like if your ancestors, or not your ancestors, because the ancestors is dealing with a lot of this stuff and they're with you. It's almost like if your parent and their parents and their parents or whatever, like going back for some generations, if they was effing up and they were doing bad karmic stuff or whatever that they didn't get served for or whatever, it jumped over into your life or whatever. And it's almost like if they had narcissism in them, or even if they got involved with a narcissistic person or something to do around them that was narcissistic or dealing with narcissism or whatever, it jumped its way on over into your life. And now you're dealing with all of these, and it's almost like a triangulation, like it's following you or whatever, and you just keep attracting or connecting or being around or involved. It's almost like they're stuck on you like lint, like I was saying in that poetry or whatever. Like, why are you stuck to me? Like, we got to break these curses, y'all. To do with my collective or whatever, we're gonna have to do some stuff. We're gonna have to set up a meeting. I'm gonna have to set a live meeting, and y'all have to really come together and be down with the flow, because we got to break these old paradigms and these generational curses or whatever that's following us or whatever that got all these blockages up or whatever, where we can't move, and we try to go this direction, and bam, you link up with somebody else that's doing the same thing. Just like it's someone in the collective, or it could be you didn't even know this girl from Adam or whatever. Like, you were just in your own zone doing your own thing, and like she could have probably been constantly popping up in like your people you may know, but this person, it's a female and she feels entitled. But my thing is she's mad because she spent all of her life like getting catered to and given to, and never really going through deep, dark, hard traumas or situations, to now you could have met her and you notice that she would begin to be, she fakes a lot. She's a faker. She fake as though she's having it hard, but she really don't be having it hard. She's always been like given things on a silver platter or whatever. Like, her life haven't really been, and she could have been married in a previous relationship, but she was so concerned with what you got going on over, and she didn't even really know you. This is not a younger female. This is like some older ones, and it could be some more linked to her that could be all on your Facebook. You could have been just showing these people love, genuine love, telling them hi, be liking their posts and stuff on Facebook, and they would never do that to you. They was just acting like they was inconsiderate of who you were and who you stood for as a person or whatever, trying to just acting as though that your life just been easy or whatever, not knowing what all you have went through and so forth or whatever. They was trying to belittle you, trying to say something about when you didn't have a job or whatever, trying to make as though, you wasn't deserving or everything that you was going through, not knowing that all your life, like you had been beat to hell and back, not knowing all of your life you've been taking blows after blows after blows. Well, these hoes was inconsiderate, didn't care. You got this one Pacific one, and this person, it could have been a place of business. She was going through, scoping through everything you were doing on your Facebook. She was scoping out who you were involved with, what you was involved with, who you were connecting with, and all of that. And she was feeling that you didn't deserve, like she was better than you, like you was incompetent, like you was slow, like it was something wrong with you, and all sorts of stuff, trying to make it seem like, it was something wrong with you or whatever. This bitch could still be following you. She could be one of the Karmics on your YouTube, trying to present herself as though she is it, and the bitch still don't even know as much as you do. She just try to do it in another form, like she's using big words or in big terms, and using vocabulary in big terms, and using big words and a bigger format, or try to make it sound like she's professional, or she's she tries to make it sound seems as though she got all her, she's just professional and she's a lot better, but it's jealousy. It's jealousy. She's trying to find any little thing she can to do with you, because the bitch don't add up. She don't even match up, her spirit or her outer appearance. And she thought that even her outer appearance, because she's always tried to use it, and she could be beautiful, but she's just an empty spirit, empty, like dark spirited person, because she focused too much on the outer surface, like, and trying to throw her weight around as though she's entitled to do these things, like she could tell you something, and she's narcissistic, and she's not even aware of her own sickness. And so this was the bitch that was carrying on like, bitch, you're Mimi Tata to me, bitch. If I read your ass and read you properly and correctly, bitch, you'll know I use the proper terms to put your ass back in your place where you belong, and that's under me, because you could never amount to the shit or the struggles or the traumas or live or walk a mile in my shoes. So therefore, bitch, you're not qualified to step to me, period. So whomever, God forgive me for cursing this, but these demons is getting out of hand. Like at first I came, and I was approaching people in a proper manner and trying to be soft spoken with these people and trying not cursing and, just, trying to be right. Not to say that I should have allowed these people to drive me to even getting out of my element or being in another character, which I'm not, just using more or lesser harsh curse words, bringing it to your motherfucking face because you don't understand English. Do you comprehend Espanol? Okay, bitch, if you don't comprehend English, bitch, then maybe I have to speak it to you in Spanish. Okay? So, anyway, this hoe feels to need to think, but the bitch she was scoping your stuff. She was in your stuff. Whoever this karmic divine masculine that, felt the need to try to put you down and wouldn't listen to you. You were telling him that this is something you don't even really know. These group of women, these people around you, but they're all narcissistic. These people are in a narcissistic triangulation that they had. You was sitting in the middle, the front and center of this whole circle of all these mofos, while they was acting out in a character that's not even themselves. None of these bitches know who they are as a person. All they know is to try to use the surface base to feel entitled, that no one can tell them no, that they are, they're above someone, that, and they look down upon people who have really, really struggled, that they'll never amount to, because they're surface-based people trying to prove to the world that there's something, but they have no giftings. The bitch is like nothing compared to what you got going on the inner part of your spirit. Your treasure chest box is full of goodies. Well, this bitch over here is reaching and grabbing and scuffling for outer surface shit, trying to make somebody feel that she's someone that she's not. Okay, so anyway, this woman or whatever, she scoped down your shit. She came in and intervened in a connection that this masculine wanted or whatever. You had been communicating with him and you were helping, and you was showing him spiritually what you were working with, because you was letting him know, I don't have all this cash money. I don't have all of this. And some of you guys did. And this divine masculine and his karmic took y'all ass for a whirlwind. Took you for granted, took your money, took everything, and left your ass or whatever. But this is this surface-based female that some of you guys are dealing with, these narcissistic ass females. The bitch even went and got a job at some type of public place that she knows that you have to go to just to see her motherfucking face. She wanted to be sitting in a seat just so that you would have to see, so she could make herself look like she was doing it. But the thing of it is you have gotten your dental assistant license before in the past. It was something that you didn't even stick with doing, but you did complete that, and nevertheless let the bitch play like she's so smart. Smart she wasn't, because she don't even realize that as dumb as she try to downsize you and play you down to be or whatever, you went through that program and got your license and all of that without even a high school diploma, which something that she had to go to college for or whatever, which she got her high school, trying to act as though downsize you and downplay you like she was better than you. Like, bitch, move, B.I. Get out my way, because you can never amount. I will read your ass from front to back and center if you don't move. Now, I'm going to have to cut wide and loose on some of these demons, because they're not understanding. They're trying to downplay you and belittle you and try to act as though that you are at the bottom of the barrel when this bitch ain't working with nothing that couldn't amount to what you have on the inside of you. And it's all because God gave it to you, because she was too focused and worried about outer surface things and trying to act as though she was better than people all the time of her life, never going through really nothing. She may have had a father, something that didn't pass before, but she was still giving things on a silver platter. This girl is not no one. Oh, she was and she fakes a lot. She was faking about depression, faking about things that she was going to, trying to act as though she was really, was attention seeking, because she's so used to people like catering to her needs and following her out of lies. It's all fake and a front. And it's a lot of these narcissistic people that are like that. I'm going to tell y'all, entitled is who is and was and still is. Haven't went and healed at all. But she wanted to be sitting in a place. Why she's so after you or whatever? Because she was so jealous, because you got all of these giftings that's on the inner surface of you. You've been doing work for years. Your inner trying to align your spirit and getting rid of learning lessons and learning from things and getting rid of things. And, each time it was strengthening your heart to be a better person and not operate ugly and karmic and narcissistic and treating people ugly or whatever. But she don't understand anything like that. Well, this karmic female, in its serval, they have it out for you for some odd reason, and you don't even have as much as they do, and they are after you. Jealousy. It's because of your spiritual giftings. They don't have it, and they are so pissed. They know who you are because they can see it, and they don't have it. That's what they're mad from. So it's a narcissistic triangulation. It don't have to be necessarily just a karmic but this karmic did try to go and try to make the divine masculine like, hey, why are you messing with her? She's incompetent. She's special. Like, she tried to make it seem like you was retarded, or, you don't meet the criteria or whatever of, whom a person of who he should be with, or, you don't meet it or whatever. You're not obligated to sit in that position of being a divine femme for this particular divine masculine, which caused y'all to depart from each other from her negative energy. She caused it. It was serval, and they were trying to downplay you and downsize you, and not knowing that you had more than all of them. And a lot of you guys were forced to the tarot room or whatever because you wanted answers or whatever. You could have been seeing numbers or whatever, but you've been knowing that you always been a spiritual person or whatever. I started seeing numbers or whatever, 1111. And so I looked it up. And when I looked it up, it had, where you could go to YouTube and, see what it is or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I always have believed in, God just having this particular person that he have specifically made for just you spiritually or whatever. And, but can't no one bring that together but him. Tarot can't do that. None of this stuff can do that or whatever. People are thinking that you were forced inside of here. You was really trying to keep it cordial and calm, and collective with all these people that was out, in your community. People you even went to school with. You didn't hang with them, but you went to school with people that you just know that you seen every day in the streets. You didn't hang with them, but you knew them like as afar, not someone that was just in your circle that was close to you. That's why I be waiting. I wish a hoe would. I want a hoe to sit up there and lie, bitch, you ain't never been around me in a day. I only had a selective circle, and it was basically my family, and we was doing hardcore shit to try to make it or whatever. A lot of these people around in my community or whatever, you didn't hang around with me like that. You don't know me like that, and if you did, I didn't never let you get close enough to know me. So therefore, you just know what you heard. And a lot of that, just like I'm starting to see on YouTube, people be lying on people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not believing in none of that. I know it was done to me. So I know it could be done to a lot of other people. Or even in your community, people can point the finger and make it seem like you're the bad person when really it's them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So nevertheless, y'all got narcissistic triangulation going on, and it's like it keep jumping from people to people and groups to groups and places to places and things to things, and you just like, I can't win for losing. These motherfuckers is everywhere, and it's because you're chosen, and they know this. They see the light in you. You don't think that Satan ain't sending his people to try to tear your ass up? Y'all better get ready for that. But anyway, that's another part of the narcissistic triangulation. There you go. Bye. Y'all have a blessed night.